Hi, everybody. It's Friday, December 8th, 2023. Welcome. Good morning. Good afternoon. Welcome to Against the Public. I'm Dana Lane. We're the only show that combs through early betting patterns, tells you exactly where you might want to steer clear of public opinion. Today, we've identified 3 NBA plays where I think the public has it wrong. We're getting the better of the number in each one of these, and I think these are 3 solid plays that you got to add to your card tonight. After the show, go to pickdawgz.com where you're going to find my top 3 college basketball selections for just $49.99. This package comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee that states you must profit or receive an immediate site credit for the purchase price. And of course, if you've been following, we have absolutely tore up college basketball. Last night, I cranked out another profit on pickdawgz.com. My all-access customers are going to be back. I see them already lining up to do it again tonight. Over the last week, I've hit 60% of my total selections, plus 1,031 units, which ranks number 1 amongst cappers with at least 50 plays. I'm also the number 1 college football handicapper with 57%. That didn't come out right. 57% winners this year, 1,645 units. Over the last 90 days, that percentage has gotten even stronger with 59% winners, 1,955 units, and 59% winners, plus 510 units over the last 30 days. I'm on a current 5-1 streak. That is the kind of consistency you should be looking for, whether you get it from me or somebody else. That's the consistency that your bankroll deserves. And yep, we got college football this week, Army, Navy, and then we have some FCS games that we're going to put up to 2 of those games. So you have 3 games for Saturday at least. In addition to that, I'm the number 1 college basketball handicapper with at least 100 plays. Over the last week, I'm 18-9, 67% winners, plus 795 units. That's also number 1 amongst cappers with at least 20 plays. And by the way, I'm also the number 1 NBA capper over the last week with 65% winners. To become an all-access customer, go to pickdawgz.com right now. Get one of my various packages, but I have my 30-day all-access pass up there, my 90-day all-access pass. Each one of those is for less than $100 a month. So go get that credit card, put it on the card. We'll pay for it over the next month, so it's not going to be that big of a deal, even though maybe the 90-day looks a little daunting. Get on top of that right now, and let's make sure we end 2023 on a great note and start off 2024 and make that our best year ever against the books. All the records that we talk about here is on pickdawgz.com. It is up there for better or worse. You can go and see them right now and verify everything that we just said. And that's one thing I love about Pickdawgz is they put all our records up there for better or worse. Sometimes I don't have great records. Most of the time I do. It's up there. Everything I say is verifiable. So let's get to our free plays for Friday. Starting with 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 5:15, game 5:15, 5:16, the Minnesota Timberwolves -6 and 214 against the Memphis Grizzlies. And 64% of the early tickets are coming in on Memphis with 59%. Check that. 64% of the money's coming in on Memphis, 59% of the tickets. And the books really need the Grizzlies to win this one or at least cover this game, and we do too. This is a massive revenge spot for Memphis, who is playing their best basketball of the season. They've won 3 of their last 4 games. This also could be, maybe I'm trying to identify something that's not there, but I've been around these teams long enough to know when they're kind of looking ahead, and this could be a look ahead spot with New Orleans on deck after Memphis for Minnesota. Memphis is 3rd in take what you want from this because their record isn't that great, but they're 3rd in the league in assist to turnover ratio. They're 2nd in blocks in the league. They're 4th with just 15.8 turnovers per game. So they are a solid basketball team. They're just not getting it done, but they might be putting it together right now. And again, we talk about getting ahead of streaks. And I think this is the beginning of one. We're going to take Memphis here plus the 6. Game number 2, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Game 5:17, 5:18. We have the Golden State Warriors versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. Thunder -3, 236.5. 95% of the money is on the over, which has pushed this total up from 236 to 236.5. Steve Kerr says he wants to let his team work this out. And I can tell you there's some cohesion issues. And yep, we've had guys in and out of the lineup. There's been a suspension. The starting five on the court right now for Golden State, some nights looks like they're starting to put it together. Some nights totally, I mean, you can't get beat on your home court as many times as they had this year and feel good about where you are. But yet Kerr still says he wants his team to work out their issues. They just put up only 110 points against Portland the other night. They stole a victory from the jaws of defeat in that game. And I'm not sure we can trust the Warriors to do enough to push this game over the total. When we talk about OKC, they managed just 101 points and a 9-point loss to Houston. The situation with Josh Giddey cannot be good there. It cannot be a positive vibe going around in the team. I think everybody's kind of on pins and needles there. And some guys that I know that cover that team say that, yeah, it is a little bit of a distraction. They say all the right things. They go through the motions. They do the right things, but they'd rather put this behind them. So we're going to go under the total of 236.5 tonight. And then game number 3, 8 o'clock Eastern time. 519, 520 is your game rotation number. Chicago -2 on the road, 225 against the San Antonio Spurs. And this number's fallen just about a half since opening up at 2.5. But for me, I have the Spurs as the worst team in the Western Conference. In fact, outside of Detroit, I think they're the worst team in basketball. They have failed to cover 10 of their last 15 games. This is the last game before heading back to face Houston, or heading out to face Houston, rather, and then coming back home against back-to-back games against the Los Angeles Lakers. And even though you would think that the Spurs, they're never in a situation for a look-ahead spot, you know, sometimes when you're not playing well, the best thing is to get out of town. And I think maybe they will be looking forward to doing that. The Bulls have covered 3 straight games. Those games were against Milwaukee, Charlotte, and New Orleans. So, you know, fairly good competition, certainly with Milwaukee and, you know, some days with New Orleans. They didn't really play that well against Charlotte, still got the cover in that game. I like the trajectory of this team, especially in this situation. The Spurs have lost 15 straight, make that 16. We're going to take Chicago -2. So that does it for our 3 games. Guys, go to pickdawgz.com right now. Get involved with one of my many packages available, including my college basketball 3-pack, $49.99. Get that 3-pack now. Jump on the 30-day pass. Get on the 90-day pass. Carries you right through the beginning of the year. All for one low price. Comes out to be about less than $10 a day. Both are locked in as we speak. NFL, college basketball, NBA, NHL, all those will be in play this weekend. Make sure you get involved. So let's keep on building that bankroll. Just to recap our free plays for today: Memphis +6, Golden State, Oklahoma City under 236.5, and Chicago and San Antonio. We're going to take Chicago -2 in this one. So that does it for today's Against the Public show. I'm Dana Lane. I wish you nothing but the best with all of your wagers this weekend.